Hello everyone, Deb Courtney here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We're doing another video that has to do with strife. I guess stress is there too. Looks like the whole world's in strife and stress. However, I have got some good points that I have taken in regards to how I dealt with strife and how you can avoid it. And you should avoid it at all costs. I experienced this basically in work relationships that I had and some family relationships. I guess, I still had a lot of growing up to do, and I just needed some extra help. I got it, and so I'm ready to pass it on to you. So the first thing I want to say to you is this. It is imperative that you not live in strife. Be a maker and a maintainer of peace. It'll be a whole lot easier on you. Trust me. We must not live in strife. And you say, well, okay, so what is strife? Well, this is what I've dealt with. And so there are other probably definitions in regards to strife, but this is what I'm talking about from my own life. It's bickering. I've done plenty of that. Arguing, I've done plenty of that. Heated disagreement, moi, I've done plenty of that. And this is something you may not know, but it is a part of it. It kind of sneaks around, but it's an angry undercurrent. I'll let you go look that up. Strife is dangerous and destructive, and you probably know that. But it's like a deadly, contagious disease. It spreads rapidly unless it's controlled and stopped. And we can understand a deadly pandemic because we've been involved in one of those. You know what? I work now towards a win-win situation in my life. Do I always get it? Maybe not. But it is something that I strive towards, is to have a win-win situation, whatever it has to deal with. You don't get anywhere with a win-lose situation. Only a win-win. So how do you get that? Well, you have to first have the conversation. Well, I don't want to do that. Well, I heard that. And most times you won't want to do it. Most of the times, to have a win-win situation, to avoid stress in your life, to avoid strife in your life, you have to have a conversation. Sometimes it ain't what you call Southern pretty, but it's needed. And so if you'll do the work, face it head on, you may just be absolutely surprised how easy it was to do away with it. And sometimes it's just one little nasty, little dangerous bug, contagious, that can turn your whole world upside down, but you have to have the conversation to turn your world right side up. Okay, so my first point is this. And you know what? You don't have to be a wimp. That's one of the first points. But you don't have to be a wimp to not live in a strifeful, to live a life in a strifeful situation. Strife, it destroys marriages, it destroys friendships, it destroys businesses, it destroys families. It is a tool. Now get this, it's intentional. Strife is intentional. It doesn't just happen. It's intentional. It is a tool used against you to stop the manifestation of wholeness, wellness, healing, health, blessings in your life. Now, you might want to back this video up and hear that again. It is contention that comes from, guess what? Pride. We must be willing to humble ourselves and to go the extra mile to maintain peace if you want to keep strife out of your life. It's a choice. Now, if you want strife in your life, that's a choice too. But guess what? You don't get to choose the consequences. Okay. I wrote down, let's see. You have to commit. You have to have the power within you and the mindset and sometimes the audacity to commit to live in unity and agreement with another person. It's like a lot of other things. It doesn't just fall in your lap and say, here I am. It's intentional. It's on purpose. You have to pursue it. You have to pursue peace. You have to crave it. You have to seek it with all your heart and soul. I wrote this down. Without peace, you are without power. If you don't have a dog in the fight, don't get involved. That's my second point. If you don't have a reason to be involved in something, stay the heck out of it. Don't stick your nose. I've been guilty of this now. Stick my nose in something that it had no business being involved in, and guess what? I got it chopped off. So, if you don't have a dog in the fight, don't get involved. Don't get involved in conversations that head towards strife. Avoid controversies over things that really do not matter. And how do you do that? Okay, how do I do that, Deb? You have the conversations. You drill down into what really matters. What are we really talking about? What is really going on here? And have a conversation that is exploration and discovery to find out. It's like digging for gold or digging for a precious stone. You know, you keep digging, getting all the other stuff out so you can find what it is you're really looking for. And what you're really looking for is peace. You're not looking for strife. I wrote down, don't get involved in conversations that head towards strife, avoid controversies over things that really don't matter, and refuse to be involved in gossip and tale-bearing, which are completely, and you know this, unnecessary. You know it is. Don't spread rumors and tell about other people's secrets. Okay, heads up. Usually, most time, if a person has a popular sanguine personality, and if you go back to the videos that I have given in regards to your personality, temperament, your person, how you're wired, if a person has a tendency to be a popular sanguine personality, those kind of people, you don't want to tell your secrets to. Now, there are some personality types that you can tell your secrets to, and they will stay a secret. But there are some personalities, and you need to find out what they are, that you should never tell secrets to. And you can find that information. Also, you have to be mindful of people that partake of alcohol. Because sometimes, I've seen this, sometimes if you're around a person and they say something that was confided in them, it's probably due to alcohol that they may have taken. That may not be that popular sanguine personality. They may not be that popular sanguine personality, but due to the being under the influence of alcohol, they might have said something that you confided in them about. And you have to be very explicit. When you tell somebody something you don't want nobody to know, say, don't, I do this. This is what I do. I say, I've got something I want to tell you, and I don't want you to tell nobody. And I ask them, I say, do you swear to God? They say, yeah. I say, say it. Say what? Say you swear to God, I will not say this to anybody. So I stop them and I make them say that because I want them to understand, don't tell nobody this. Okay? Anyway, here we go. Do not spread rumors or tell other people's secrets. These things cause an angry undercurrent, and they hinder or eliminate that relationship. You can't prosper or be blessed by anyone that is living a life of strife. When your mom and dad bicker and argue, you're arguing and bickering with your brothers and sisters, you resent one another, you resent someone, guess what? If this is happening in a family, nobody's happy. Nobody. So as a family, if you have a family that's similar to this, what I'm talking about, if possible, as far as it depends upon you, be at peace with them people and avoid strife. If they try, I have had this happen to me, somebody try to drag me into strife. I'm not going there. And if I see that that's where it is going, then I will tell that individual, you know what? I want to be straight up with you. Do you mind if I do? And they said, yeah, by all kinds. I said, I see this as a type of strife, and I'm not going to be dragged into it. And they may go kicking and hollering, screaming and scratching. Well, it's not really, da-da-da. Then have the conversation with them and tell them why you're sensing that, and then go from there. The third point is, work diligently and towards not having strife. And you know what? This is the one F word that I have for you. I mean, it's really a big F word. And the word is forgiveness. It's real simple. Sometimes strife, you have to really work diligently and have a willingness to constantly deal with it. And I just encourage you to confront whatever issue it is that's bringing strife into your life, into your family, to yourself. And if there is anything that you need to forgive them and let it go. Drop it. Sometimes that is just the best thing to do, is just say, I forgive, apologize. I'm not having an argument about this anymore. I have worked, and whatever it is you've worked towards to try to eliminate the strife or try to get a peaceful situation in and around the environment that you live in, a peaceful situation in your mind, in your heart, within your total being. And sometimes It only boils down to forgiveness. So, I hope this has helped you some today, or you know of someone that could use this information. It's really, strife is really a big situation, and a lot of people like to live that way, but it never works. And so go out and make it a great day. So glad you were here today. I'm glad you found me. I'm definitely glad I found you. I will see you again next week. Bye.